All right, so first thing we're going to do is make sure we're set to 3D modeling or moodling, depending on how you want to say it. We click on 3D modeling, and we're going to start just using the regular layer. We're not going to bother making a construction layer, and I'm going to switch mine to realistic off the hop, just so that when I go to rotate it, it looks a little clearer and a little nicer to see. It automatically switches my screen back to black, but I'm going to switch it, override it, and put it back to white so it's easy to see in the video. So the first thing we're going to do is select line, and you could easily choose rectangle in the same situation, but my line is going to start here, go down 3, go all the way across. How far across did I go again? 30. 30. Then up 3. And back. Now, if I do 3 sides to it, I can type C and enter, and it will close my line. Saves a couple minutes in a huge drawing, or a couple of seconds. Or if it took me so long to explain, you could have just dragged it and clicked it at the time as well. So that's our first thing we're doing, is a little rectangle like that. And then we're going to go to offset. And we're going to type 2 and enter, and we're going to click the top line and go up 2. Awesome. So this is the bottom of the pawn, and this is the first part. Now it tapers in on a 45-degree angle. So to set the 45-degree angle, if we go to the bottom to the the polar coordinate setting, we can click or select any angle we want. 45 is the one we're going with. And when we draw a line off the bottom corner, it automatically locks into the 45 for us. You could mirror it or just draw it on the other side. And then we're going to trim the excess off, just each side like that. So it's a nice quick way to be able to get the angle on each side. We're then going to make sure we have our midpoint set. So if we go to the object snap setting, my midpoint's off, so I'm going to turn it on. And I'm going to draw a line up here. Now, the line on my sheet says 8.97. I don't know why I didn't just go to 9, but you could go with either. I'm going 8.97 and enter. And then the line comes straight out to the side, and we're going to type 8 and enter. So that sets up the bottom part of our pawn and gives us an opportunity to draw an arc from this corner to this corner with a radius. So we're going to do a radius of 6. So we're going to find arc and find start and radius. And like Drake, we're going to start at the bottom here. Then we're all going to get to the top. And my radius was 6 and enter. And you end up with a little shape like that. Very simple to draw from the other side, but I elected to use the mirror command. Did anyone have trouble with that part? So the bottom was a rectangle of 3 by 30. The top, we just offset it up 2, and then set our angles to 45. And then by establishing a point 8.97 up and 8 to the side, we were able to use the start and radius. Awesome. So then we're going to draw a line from this corner straight up. It's going to come up how far, Heather? 1? It is up 1. And then this time when we go to the side, instead of typing 20 like some old person typed on the sheet, we're going to put on 16. And then straight back down.
You also just mirror the line.
You could, yeah, mirror the line and then just draw one between. That works too. Or draw up from each corner. I don't even know where the hell I got 20 from when I was making the sheet. Like, it's not even close. I know the very bottom could count as that, but oh my gosh, that's terrible. Heather, do you forgive me?
Yeah.
I would not either. Oh, you did. Sorry. So with that nastiness out of the way, we're going to draw another line from the midpoint here, and it's going to come straight up 2, and then to the side, we're going to type 8. That one should have been 6, shouldn't it, Heather? That was my second mistake, wasn't it? Erase this one. We're going to make it 6. Well, let's try it and see how she looks. I'm going to go 6 and enter. And then we go start and radius again. And our radius this time is, what was it? 2. There we go. That looks better. I think that's right. Even if it's not right, we're going with it. And then we're going to mirror it. I think that was our last mistake on the sheet. Do you want me to try it at 8 and see if it looks better at 8? Do you think it looks like our handout enough?
I did that number on the sheet.
And did it look good? Maybe I panicked and that one was right. 8. Then when I go here, radius, looks like that, eh? I'm going to stick with my 6. I'm going to try my luck. If it's messed up, I've just messed up the whole video as well, and everybody for eternity will be messed up who watches the video. Could always, enough of the positive thinking, Artur. Could always make another video. We could. I better edit that part out because I'm yelling at a student. All right. The next one. We're going to draw a line straight up from the middle, and this one is 24.06. Oh, darn it, mine snapped to the middle point. Hold on, right from the start 24.06, enter. We get a nice long line like that, and then we sort of draw to the side and type 5. So this one's kind of tough because we've got to do an arc with a radius of 50, but we want it to bend inwards. So if we choose start end radius and we click at the top first, then to the bottom and type 50, we get that shape right there. So start at the top. You can start at the bottom and go to the top, but you may have to hold control down to switch the arc direction. Sometimes I find that more frustrating. So if you start at the top and go to the bottom, it'll rectify that situation in a hurry. And then we're going to mirror this bad boy from one side to the other. And there we go. Oh my God, it's starting to look like a chess piece, sort of, if you squint and stand back. What's that? Okay, so the next part. We draw a line up from the middle point, 3.26. Then we go to the side, 6. So this part should have an arc that bends out, right? So we go start end radius from the bottom to the top, and our radius is 2, I think. There we go. Then I'm going to mirror that to the side too. Now this end part, this is tough. So we're going to offset the bottom line straight up first. We're going to offset it up 60 units. You could copy it as well. I'm just going to offset it. There's many times you can use a similar command and it does the same sort of thing. The very bottom line here, up 60. And then I'm going to draw my circle off to the side. So my circle is going to be a circle center diameter, so we have to choose the second one down. Click any point and we type what it says on my fake ID. We type 18 and enter. I make sure that my quadrant is set. So when I go to move this bad boy, I can go to the very top quadrant, the north quadrant, go to the midpoint, and all I need to do now is trim out the unwanted lines. And there is our chess piece. So right away I'm going to copy this to the side. So instead of one pawn, I've got two. And we can either extend or just draw a new line from the very bottom to the very top. Extending works as well. And then we're going to trim, and I'm going to use a cutting edge, that new line I just drew, and get rid of all this crap on this side. It's not crap, it's our hard work. And then erase the rest of the stuff because we don't need it. We can also trim all this stuff on the inside here to get the silhouette. And it doesn't really matter if we leave the line there or not, so I'm going to leave it there for now. And we're going to join it all together. So with it all joined together, I'm going to go to revolve. I'm actually going to switch mine to sort of southwest isometric so it's easier to see on the angle. I'm going to go to revolve and click the outside shape of it and find my line to rotate around the center point and press enter. So it gives us the shape of the pawn. And then if I go R-mat, we can add realistic material to it. So I'm going to make mine a wooden chess piece. So I'm going to go to wood here in the library. Wood. I'm just going to randomly pick beech. Click on the object, click on the beech. Oh my gosh. If you squint, it sort of looks like wood. You could go here and make it plastic if you want. Plastic. Find a nice color of plastic. I don't know. What's a good color for a chess piece? Should we go red? And then you can change it to whatever you'd like. It's very tough to unjoin it. Like, have you rotated it yet?
No, because one piece